Hey Mark, so I've done a bit of a research for you based on the areas that you are interested in. So what I did was I draw a box over here according to the areas that you said you wanted to see. So all the terrace houses, landed, freehold and triple nine. So these are all the past transactions that took place over here, this whole area. So the last one that we probably got the closest to was this road, right? Permata. So over the past 10 years, there's been 18 transactions. So if you were to look at it, you can tell the houses there were built in the 1970s, freehold, and the average PSF there is $1,017. As per what we last checked, the last transacted was done at about 1,003 plus. So back then we thought that the price was overpriced, but we actually did what we didn't realize is that Permata is a very short road, so it's not very fair to compare only the transactions which took place here. We have to compare around all these areas because firstly, this is your area of interest. Secondly, if a buyer were to buy something here, chances are they would also be interested in this area. So I'm just going to show you the graph as well. The price trend at the rate that the price and the volume has been moving since 2013. As I mouse over, you can see the volume. So you see 2013, the average PSF of all the landed houses with these two criterias in this box, and the volume, look at the volume. The volume has been gradually increasing. So 2014 there's been 16 transactions and then 28. So in the year 2016 there hasn't been any terrace transaction in this area, and then 2017 we have 50. So it's almost double, and the average PSF went from about 1,438 to $1,330. That means to say this unit that was transacted at Permata at 1,003-ish PSF is actually quite in sync with the average PSF in this whole area. So yeah, I guess we have to take this into account because we cannot just compare this road, because if you just compare this road, this is the average PSF. But if you compare this whole area, the PSF is 1,330. Okay, and I'm gonna show you these are the listings that are available for sale at the moment. So the same box as I drew over here, the same box. So there are about 52 listings currently available. So every listing doesn't necessarily mean that there is a house there for sale. Some of them might be duplicate. So as you can see here, over here in Permata, there is nothing available anymore. So the next, so all this, every bubble represents the area where there is something available for sale within your budget. I filter up to 3.3 million on freehold triple nine. So these are all the listings that would come up, and it's presented very neatly because you can see exactly on which part of the map they are on. So if you were to look over here, Permata, as I was saying, the last one is already sold. So the next one you can look at, it would be probably this one. But as you can see, the PSF is quite ridiculous because from here we already concluded the average PSF should be about 1,300-ish. So unless this house is very well done. So if I filter the lowest PSF by the land, you would see that there is this one on Island Garden, which the PSF is only $1,022, which is about here, this area, this one, Island Garden. 17 listings. That doesn't mean that there's 17 houses there for sale, but it means that there are 17 advertisements being put up. So based on your filter, on the map you can clearly see these are all the available ones. There are a few on Clover as well, which I think you already saw. and Coral Park. So I think right now one of the best deal value for money would really be this. There is this one unit at Island Garden. As you can see, different agents, but they're advertising the same house. So it basically means that this seller is probably desperate and is engaging many agents to market the same house. That's why there's a lot of listings. But most importantly, the PSF, I think it's pretty reasonable. It's only 1022. If you compare the average PSF this year alone, there's been 50 transactions. If you compare the volume from 2015, from 28 in that whole year, now we have 50 from January until today, and the PSF is about 1330. This one, Island Garden. I think this particular unit is really worth considering. So let me know your thoughts and let me know if there's anything else you would like me to compare, okay?